Taurus, welcome to your next 72. We're going to see what additional messages come out with your overall channel message, which is letting go, Taurus, brings balance. Taurus, make sure that you make sure that you watch your weekly. You're not required to, but that's something that is available to you. Last week's weekly is in the description box, and this weekly is uploaded on YouTube. So it's here on the channel, but it's not. It's there's no link. Okay, you have to go to it directly. How are you going to go to it? How are you going to locate it directly? It should show previous lives. Okay, majority of all of your readings will be live, especially your next 72s. Pertaining to letting go and bringing balance, it's letting go of your past. It could be simple as something that happened yesterday or 15 minutes ago. It seems like there's a difficulty of letting go of how things make you feel. And when you're not balanced, those emotions that you're not releasing brings an imbalance. So, Most High, thank you so much for blessing with the gift of intuition as an intuitive reader. Allow this reading for Taurus for the next 72. Allow it to bring clarity, confirmation, and understanding. Thank you. Taurus, we have better life, adversity in reverse, complications in reverse. So this is letting me know that you're doing the work, but it's hard to let go of. I'm getting simple things. It feels like the more complicated things is the things that's easy for you compared to the small things. So you have a clean slate of opportunity. You know, it's like saying I'm better. I'm better than yesterday. I'm better than an hour ago. Okay? There is giving me a what's up energy. It is giving me a competition, like a competitive energy. All right? If you feel like someone is being competitive with you, I'm getting that it's to get the best version of you, for you to tap into other potentials that you have. What other messages do you have for my Taurus? What other messages do you have for Taurus, my earth sign? All right, ego transcendence. I like this ego transcendence. This is letting me know that you're going beyond the limits. Develop spiritual practice, meanings you're center focused, you're willing, you're open. And we have virtue, transcendence, consistence of strength that forge connections to the universe and provide meaning. So this is the fool's journey here. This is you removing fear in the next 72. You're getting out of your own way. Okay. What other messages do you have for my Taurus? What other messages do you have for Taurus? We have support. What does support look like to you in the next 72? Without judgment. But looking at the bigger picture, Taurus, in the next 72, have you been supportive to yourself? What does that look like if you were to ask yourself, how am I being supportive to myself? And you're going to need to view the situation outside of the box. I want more. Nice. And learning. So this is a Taurus being open to manifestations. For some of you Taurus, I'm getting that it's not about manifestations, it's about longevity. Start stargazing. Your taste in people are changing. This is what this means as well. All right. What are the messages you have for Taurus? What are the messages you have for Taurus? Just one moment. I'm being guided to shuffle these, like to go like this or something. I don't know why. I've never done that before, but I'm being guided to do that. Just one moment. Feels like a mess, but okay. Something about obedience. It may look like a mess, but it will come together. It will all make sense. Taurus. What messages for Taurus? All right. Thank you. All right. We have mirror and self. Kiss. The castle. The poet. The vessel. So yeah. How are you supporting yourself up to this point and reflecting on the next 72 of acknowledging what it is that you're not supporting about yourself and what you need to support, what areas that you need to work on. And the major area is letting go. Because like I said, it's like, you know that saying, the truth will set you free? It's the opposite. It's like the truth is keeping someone in bondage here. Or your own truth keeps yourself in bondage. So what happens to you that's not right, it's like a painful experience of needing to know, why does this keep reoccurring? It's because you need to really step in at the forefront, and it's deeper than a boundary. It's like, no more. You're not giving anyone permission anymore to make you feel less than, or make you feel like what you have to say is not important, and it is. It's time, Taurus, for you to open up your connections and allow your soul family to come in. That's not for every Taurus, because some of you are connected to your soul tribe and your soul family. Others of you It's pieces of you being released. It's like little areas of within yourself. And this is speaking of past energy, Taurus. It's like the little potentials that you're able to recognize. It's like you gift GIFT. You gift those potentials to other people's. You give it away. So your kindness, you give it away. And you could be, the truth is how you keep, you receive the opposite. But every time you receive the opposite in pertaining to the reaction of your good deeds, there's something about you needing to release anger or rage, not in the sense to harming anyone, but really tapping into and letting go of why you feel some type of way. Why that anger, why you're feeding anger and rage in the next 72. Give me more about this rage. Thank you. We have the one. Genesis, the sword, the judge. It's something that you want. Support is what you want. But you first have to really put yourself first, Taurus, and really know how can you support yourself without being in a poor mindset of what you lack, what you feel you're incapable of doing. Because for some Tauruses, it's easy to let go of repetitive um, thought patterns that do not serve you. There's a lot of truth in the next 72 of what you truly want. You may find yourself judging yourself in the next 72. You are resolving the matters at hand when it comes to how you're changing things up in the next 72, meaning it's surrounding that self-support, Taurus. All right, let's go ahead and look at overall direction. Remember your overall focus for the weekly is heart awakening. We have a tower, overall direction. And it simply says, Taurus, it says, massive groundbreaking change is happening, Taurus, or is about to happen very soon. Change is at large. Hold on. Change this large can often strike fear, but real growth often happens outside of our comfort zone. Overall direction. This tower moment is going to be more uplifting than tearing you down. If that makes sense. It's not going to this is not going to break you down to where you can't build yourself up. This tower moment it's moving things around and removing things as well. Overall perspective for Taurus in the next 72. This tower is the release. Yeah. Overall perspective for my earth sign Taurus. Overall perspective for Taurus in the next 72. Ring of fire. Fire energy. Just definitely being motivated in the next 72. Very determined here. and being very fearless. Let's talk about this overall perspective, Ring of Fire, for the next 72. It says, Taurus, this card acknowledges both your actual and perceived responsibilities and obligations. Take time to allow yourself to experience the full range of your emotions. Know that nothing in life is static and that any discomfort will eventually pass. Stay mindful through this time. Don't allow your discomfort to pressure you into making a rash decision. Okay. What else does Taurus need to focus on within this Ring of Fire? What else does Taurus need to focus on within this Ring of Fire overall perspective? Thank you. Being in your true authentic self it creates an overflow. You're not looking for recognition here. And you also, if this has to do with employment or health, someone is finally being honest with themselves, and you start feeling better. Once you're honest and start nourishing self, mind, body, and soul, things start to shift. Coming out of this Ring of Fire, overall, the extended from this Ring of Fire, the overall perspective, you're not worried about the haves or the have-nots. You're not even trying to be in between here. It's giving me, Taurus, my mind has made up and I'm not turning back energy. Okay. Overall focus for Taurus. Thank you. If you're new to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light, I always feel some type of way about this King of Pentacles, because I feel like this, even though it's a beginner deck, this King of Pentacles doesn't reflect how a King of Pentacles should be, its falseness, because this King of Pentacles, if you really look at this, it doesn't necessarily mean that this King of Pentacles is on its own balcony of its own castle. This is an illusion. It's just false. The vines, the abundance, the wealth, it's coming from somewhere else, meaning this person is a thief. Now this is talking about the King of Pentacles in the collective, that vibe really, really low. And I'm not saying that this is you, just for you to be able to see that someone is greedy. So this is my narcissistic card. This pentacle is supply. This person, it's I just don't like it. So this is letting me know that once someone releases, let goes of a narcissist, your well starts pumping again. I don't know who that was for. Overall focus. But I hope you got the clarity that you needed to move forward and allowing that balance, because balance feels good. It's that longevity is trying to find your recipe that will work for you to have longevity with balance. Overall focus, we have life force. It says express your divine passion in the next 72, Taurus. Central and sexual powers are increasing. So for some of you, Taurus, if you're feeling arousal in anything in that sexual area, it's being guided to not shun from it, embrace it. That's not everyone, but there's some truth within that. You receive some type of downloads, or your psychic abilities, your insights open. And for some Taurus, it's kind of like if you've been feeling disconnect with someone, having sexual engagement will allow you to have answers unanswered answers answered. That sounds very confusing. The answers that you were looking for will come to you. Now, I'm not advising anyone just oh well, if I have, if I adult with this person, oh, I'm gonna get the answers that I need. That's not what I'm saying. If you're already in a connection and you've been feeling out of touch, and it's not the other person's that's out of touch, it's you having a reconnection, adulting sexually will give you a sense of awareness, or it will recharge you. Okay, some of you need to be recharged, so letting go of being upset because that's what you want. You've been needing to adult sexually. It says you think someone is lying in the next 72. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's giving me the eye of the beholder. You may feel like you can't look into someone's eyes, or someone can't look into your eyes. And because of that, you may be feeling like someone is speaking falsely. Someone has a false tongue. And I don't, if you're having sex with someone, and I'm not trying to make this reading about sexual just because it's out here with the life force, also with creating, it's just more so like someone's being taught new things sexually, and it kind of takes you out of balance because it's something new, so it kind of distracts you. You're more focused on this person because you were introduced to a new release. It's a new release. And so now you're devoted in needing to be connected to this person sexually. It's like someone's addicted to someone sexually. And that's the only connection that you have, because outside of that, there's no connection. So it's kind of like you're wanting someone to just be honest, to say, hey, what is it? Are we going to go anywhere? But this person is not going to tell you that. It's either you walk away or you deal with what they've dealt you. That's the energy I was reading in rebel energy. So basically this person, that's that narcissistic person. They have no intentions of changing. They will continue to be this way until the water well runs dry. Okay. Challenges or obstacles for Taurus, please. There's a lot of truth in the next 72. So you decide on what it is that you need to let go, Taurus. I feel like you already know what you need to let go of. All right. Challenges and obstacles, if there's any, for Taurus in the next 72, please. We have milk and honey. All right, pertaining to challenge here, is that the challenge is not to go look elsewhere when you have everything that you need. It's in the open. It's not something. It's not hidden. And pertaining to obstacles is being open to sharing, Taurus. and pertaining to what tools that you need to utilize, it's okay to receive from others. It's okay. It's safe in the next 72. Okay. There's this promise of whatever you need, I got it. Ask and you shall receive. What messages do you have in foolish energy, allegedly, for Taurus in the next 72? All right, we have the Death in the reverse. There's someone that doesn't want to change, and don't worry about it. They're gonna look foolish. Okay, so if you've been trying to, whatever it is that you haven't been able to let go of, whether it's this person or what this person has done, or both, let it go. It's going to bring balance into the situation. Okay, it's that thing called karma. And pertaining to self, don't be foolish to not want to change. Hold on, I'm getting glitches in my house. Let me just go ahead and finish this. I need to cut my trees. My trees are probably hitting my wires on the house. All right, let's keep going. Goddess Oracle, it's probably windy outside. Goddess Oracle for Taurus, please. Something about a reset, Taurus. All right. Goddess Oracle for Taurus for the next 72, please. Prosperity. That's your promise. It says the universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving it. Milk and honey. Taurus. Feminine energy for Taurus in the next 72. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth of this channel. Thank you. And for those of you who have already subscribed and returned, welcome back. Feminine energy, we have the 7 of emotions, Muse of emotions, and inspired. Like I told you, overall direction, this tower is not something that's going to break you, like tear you down. It's actually going to build you up. This 7 emotion is definitely feminine energy. In sex, you have many options in pertaining to choosing who you want to adult with sexually. For some of you, it's definitely, it's giving me love potion number 9. It really is. It's like it's like Taurus feminine energy is, you're going beyond your limits. And it's in the head space. And there is a small challenge that you have to push through, and that could be here for this milk and honey, give and receive, or being open to receiving. And when you receive, of not thinking that someone has ill intention behind it. So letting go of thinking in the past you may have experienced that, give and take, or allowing someone to assist you and then they throw it in your face. Masculine energy is the Page of Swords in reverse. Masculine is not wanting to be logical or practical in the next 72. Masculine energy is having a tough time with handling the truth. Or masculine is refusing to speak the sense of truth. and they're being an adult, but they're not acting childish. It's not the lie. It's not the inner child lying. It's the adult saying, I'm, you know, um, someone may want to get a lie detector test, shadow energy, the Three of Wands. That's that sexual energy. Which this shadow energy here, this sexual energy is not a bad thing. Only thing that is, be mindful of who you're having who you're adulting with. Just be mindful. The reason why I'm saying be mindful is because whatever is attached to them, you don't want it to be attached to you. These are new connections. Be mindful. Or like really, when it comes to self realization, really ask yourself, is this release, recharge worth it? I'm just saying. Okay. Uh, what are the messages you have for Taurus? For some of you, it is letting go and enjoying adulting sexually. But be mindful of who you're choosing, because you may get a narcissist. And I don't say that too lightly. Don't play the game with a narcissist. What other messages do you have for? We have separation. It says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And pertaining to self-love, you're separating from the old version of yourself. You're making a decision. Basically, you're a work in progress. Out with the old, here comes the new. All right, let's go ahead and shed some light. Understand that your weekly angel guide message is compassion. Okay? Keep in mind, Taurus, that compassion and empathy are two different things. Compassion is basically being on the same page with another low vibration energy or person, situation. You understand it, it's familiar. You show compassion to the situation. Does that make sense? Okay. Shed light on Taurus's next 72, please. Protection. Being your authentic self, your true self, saying how you feel, saying what you want, and honesty. Knowing it's going to call back your power, as well as cut cords that need to be cut, that is going to allow this balance to take place. Let's talk about your angel guide message before we conclude with your affirmation, Taurus. Okay, and pertaining to your angel guide message of compassion, it says, Taurus, for the next 72, changing how you see yourself will help change how others see you. Angels are surrounding you at this time, Taurus, and encouraging you to see yourself through their loving and holy eyes. All of the ups and downs you have faced, all of the insecurities you have overcome, and all of the setbacks you have moved beyond your testament to your resilience and strength. So have compassion, Taurus, and respect for yourself. Angel wisdom is encouraging you to love and treat yourself the way you would love to be loved and treated by others. Then your actions will be mirrored back to you by those around you. So ask your angel guides to help you be more compassionate toward yourself now. Angel guide message. Let's go ahead and conclude with your affirmation or statement. All right, what do you have for Taurus, my earth sign? Keep in mind, Taurus, this was a general reading, and I'm not saying that to be like, oh, get a personal. I'm not doing personals. I'm saying keep in mind this is a general reading, and you may not have resonated with every channeled message, and you may have got triggered, and it's just to tell you that it was no intentions to do so. It was just me delivering a message. It says, I will continue to foster healthy relationships. Taurus, that is your next 72. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you and I.